Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best possible team currently in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM for less than 100,000 MT. Now, before we hop into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 4,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're just over 500 subscribers away, and I'd love to hit that mark within the next month or so, maybe by the end of a month and a half, maybe by the end of March. That kind of is a reasonable goal, I think. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do subscribe. I upload every single day and post some of the best MyTEAM content around, so I'd really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Start off with the point guard position. At the starting PG position, I think it's crucial to have a great PG, even on a budget squad. And while Penny may not be one of the top like 3 or 4 or 5 PGs in the game anymore, he is still a great option who can hold it down against those top PGs for a very, very reasonable price. I love this Penny Hardaway card. He was my starting point guard for legitimately a couple of months. This card is super fun to use, still an elite PG. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, admittedly. Statistically, badge-wise, not the most impressive card in the world. 4 hops, which include bullet passer, dimer, floor general, needle threader, solid playmaking badges across the board. Problem with this card, doesn't get limitless spot up, doesn't get clamps, release is mediocre. Those are the 3 flaws with this card. Otherwise, he's a decent defender, solid athleticism, solid shooter, solid slasher. Everything about this card is decent. He greens really, really well, but the problem is with that jumper is that it's a little bit slow, so it's a little bit baited, but he has elite movement. He's 6'7". He defends at a high level, even without clamps. His movement is really, really good for PG as well. He's basically, I think a great way to describe this Penny Hardaway card is budget Jalen Rose. He's very similar in terms of his movement and the way that he plays to Jalen Rose. Think about a guy like Jalen Rose, he has a better release, better badges. Just overall a better card, much more expensive card as well, and much newer card. But I cannot wait for an Opal Penny because I think he will go right back to being one of the best couple point guards in the game. And Diamond Penny can still hold it down. Only 20,000 MT, definitely a great PG to start off a budget team like this with. At the 2, we got Derek Anderson, and I just decided to skip right to the pink diamond. You could pick up the diamond, evo him yourself, save yourself maybe 10,000 MT, but Derek Anderson, even at a pink, as a pink diamond, is a incredible all-around card. 6'5" with a 6'6" wingspan, hot shots from everywhere outside the 3. 50 total badges, include 10 hoffs, mostly shooting badges like blinders, catch, deadeye, sniper, as well as hoff quick for step, hoff clamps, hoff pick dodger. This is a elite all-around card. Only problem, no handles for days, no rim protector, no pickpocket, no rebound chaser. Well, rebound chaser is not a crucial badge, but no rim protector, no handles for days are the 2 main ones that he's missing, and those are key badges. And because he's an evo card, you can't add those to it, which hurts a little bit. That being said, solid dunker, elite shooter, really good speed, really solid defender, especially on the perimeter, even decent in the interior with that 74 blocks. So he will get you some blocks as well. Doesn't have the biggest size at 6'5", but you have a tall PG and a 6'7" guy in Penny, so that does help. And he's a great perimeter defender with a really, really fast and really elite release. One of the best jumpers in the game currently is this jump shot 113. Definitely a rare jumper. The only other guys who have it are Dennis Smith Jr. and Troy Brown, but it's smooth. It's fast, it's really easy to green, it's a great release, and this card is a great all-around card. Really good movement as well with the quick dribble style. So he can move in the half court, he can move in the full court decently. Overall, just a card who does not make a lot of mistakes, really doesn't have any flaws except for missing those 2 key badges, handles for days and rim protector, and can go get you a bucket while also playing defense at a really elite level. For 13K, you're just not going to get any better than that. At the 3, we got Lamar Odom, who I think is a elite budget card in my team right now, a guy you can run in competitive God squads and have success with. There's some comp players who are running this Lamar Odom card in their tourney lineups right now and having success with that. And Odom is 6'10" with a 6'11" wingspan, which is incredible size for the small forward position. 10 hoffs, 44 golds, so he has a lot of total badges. Mostly playmaking badges like ankle breaker, hyperdrive, quick chain, quick first step, as well as hoff chase down, a couple of hoff finishing badges. Can get limitless spot up, can get blinders, can get rim protector if you wanted to add those to him, or try to find one that's a little bit juiced. But really good all-around defender on both the perimeter and the interior. Great slasher, shooter, athlete, really well-rounded card. Paul George release on normal, not the fastest release in the world at this point in the game, but it's still quick enough to get off, and it's an elite release in terms of being able to green it. Fundamental dribble style as well with his playmaking badges does make him a solid playmaker at the 3 as well, because that PG release is the same as fundamental. And Lamar Odom is another guy who's just going to hold it down, give you great value across the board for about 12,000 MT. At the 4, we got Tony Kukoc, who I think is a budget card who's been a bit overlooked with some of the other great drops that we've gotten recently, but Kukoc is still a super solid card. 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan is more than enough size at that power forward position. Only 6 hops, but he's got some good ones. Catch, corner, bullet passer are some good Hall of Fame badges to have. Another card who statistically is just really well-rounded, can rebound, can defend, has decent athleticism, shoots the ball at a high level, and can dunk a decent bit. And another thing about this card is he's really not missing very many key badges at all. Like looking at his badges, ankle braces, brick wall, not the most crucial. They're good badges to have, but not super crucial. Deadeye, same thing, which is definitely nice about this card is he comes pretty complete as a base card. Brook Lopez release, even on normal, is relatively quick and super easy to grade. Fundamental dribble style style again as well, so he can go get you a bucket in certain situations, which a lot of power forwards in the game just simply are not going to be capable of doing. And he has that really solid release, like I said, and overall just is a great card who can kind of give you, go get you a bucket on offense, be an elite catch and shoot guy, play defense at a solid level, defend and rebound as well, which is going to be nice at that 4 because he has good size as well as solid rebounding stats. And overall, just another really well-rounded card for only 5,500 MT. At the starting center position, I think we have one of the most underrated cards in the game, which is this Pink Diamond LaMarcus Aldridge. And Aldridge has been very, very overlooked, similarly to Kukoc, but even more so because he's a great card who really has not gotten any sort of attention. 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan is solid size for a center. 10 Hoffs, which are mostly interior badges, back down Punisher, drop stepper, dream shake, postman technician, as well as catch, corner, gold limitless already, which is super nice. Does need sniper, but sniper quick for step, clamps. I mean, there's some badges to add to this card. If you can get a badged out one, that's nice. But he already has really good interior offensive and defensive game. He's a decent defender, really good rebounder, elite catch and shoot, pick and pop big man with a really nice release. It's the Brook Lopez base, same as Kukoc, definitely really easy to green. He's an elite pick and pop big who rebounds at a high level, defends on the interior at a high level, scores in the interior at a high level. The biggest flaw with this card is the fact that he needs a lot of badges, and for a team like this, that will hold you back a little bit. But if you can find a juiced LaMarcus Aldridge, he's a great center option in my team and only costs you about 13,000 MT as well. Now, coming to the bench, we got to get even a little bit more budget with it, but there's still some great budget options on the bench, like Amethyst Markelle Fultz, who is one of only 2 Amethysts on this team, but another really good point guard option. 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan, so he's got good size. 45 golds, but only 1 Hoff, which is fast switch, but solid all-around gold badges. Another card who can get some badges like a limitless spot up, a sniper, like those badges if you wanted to get those. Same thing with rim protector, chase down artist. But again, I don't think badging out cards when you're looking at a team like this is super necessary, but he's a really good shooter, elite playmaker, really solid perimeter defender, not elite on the interior, but he has good size at 6'4", solid speed. Jumper is super easy to green. It's a Steph Curry base. I mean, y'all know how Steph's jumper is every year. It's absolutely phenomenal. The one flaw with this card is the slasher dribble style, I will say, but when you're looking for a guy to kind of fill a hole, I think Markelle Fultz definitely gives you a really good guy because he can defend a bit. He can shoot the ball at a super duper high level, one of the best jumpers in the game, and also a great slasher as well. With that slasher dribble style, it definitely hurts the card, but he's only 1,500 MT, so you really can't complain too much. Now, at the backup 2, we have an absolute beast budget card in Tjayerrday, who is one of the best scorers in my team, period. 6'5" with a 6'3" wingspan. He's got a negative wingspan, which is true in real life as well. It's a little weird, though. But 6 Hoffs, 46 golds. Hoffs are all shooting badges, include blinders, catch, deadeye, sniper. Every shooting badge you could want on a card, as well as really every playmaking badge as well. Solid enough defender. Can't get rim protector, but otherwise can get other defensive badges if you wanted to add them. Solid enough defender, like I said. Really solid speed as well, good dunker, and an elite shooter. His jumper is Trae Young release on quick as well, which is one of the fastest releases in the game currently, and also very easy to green. The shifty dribble style, the LeBron between the legs, the Pro 2, and the Pippen behind the back, which is the Pro 3. So he's got the best full court dribble 6 in the game. Really solid half court 6 as well, an incredible jumper, and this animations page is really what makes this card elite, as well as the fact that he's an elite shooter, an elite playmaker, and a solid enough defender. Great all-around card. He's going to go get you a bucket every possession. 14,000 MT is worth paying for a guy who can run your offense like this. At that backup small forward position, we have Mike Miller. And Mike Miller is just another card who's just solid all the way around. Not a lot of flaws in this card. 94 speed and excel, 95 driving dunk, 95 shot 3. Good all-around badges like limitless posterizer, catch, limitless spot up, downhill, quick first step. Complete shooting badges. Needs like handles for days. Defensive badges are also a big thing. If you can find a juice one, that will help you out a lot with badges like interceptor, rim protector, intimidator. But decent perimeter defender already. Defensive stats are okay, and he is 6'8", which is good size. Jumper is super nice as well as the jump shot 22, same release as Chris Mullin except right-handed. But yeah, shifty dribble style as well. So he's got solid enough half-court movement for a small forward. He can go get you a bucket at a high level, and the fact that he is 6'8" does help make up for the defensive inadequacies just a bit. And he's not the worst defender in the world on paper either. Another guy who you can get for about 6,000 MT and is going to be a great budget option for your squad. At the backup power forward position is another one of those guys that I think has gone very overlooked for the most part, and that is Amethyst JT Thor, because he came out the same day as a guy like Thurl Bailey, who's a little bit too expensive to make this team, but is an elite budget option at that 4. A card like Thor has been a bit overlooked, but he's 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan, so he's got elite length. Only 1 Hoff, which is the limitless takeoff badge, but really good gold finishing badges. Solid shooting badges, even with no limitless, no sniper. Playmaking badges, same thing, really good for a power forward, as well as really solid all-around defensive badges. Comes with every key defensive badge card you could want on gold. Great defensive stats across the board as well on the interior and the perimeter. A decent rebounder and really good speed, excel for power forward, solid shooter, elite slasher. Jumper is really nice as well. It's kind of weird because I think he's the only card in the game with jump shot 85 right now, but it's a good jumper. And this card overall is just a great budget option. Another guy who you can get for a super reasonable price, about 5,500 MT, and he's going to hold it down for you on both ends of the court. Definitely a reasonably priced and really good option at that backup power forward position. And then finally at the backup center, we have Serge Ibaka, who I think you could make an argument is just as good as LaMarcus Aldridge. Ibaka is an elite defender who also scores the ball at a high level and has an elite release as well. One of the best pick and pop bigs in the game, in addition to being an elite interior defender. And yeah, Ibaka, 6'10 with a 7'4 wingspan. He's got solid size, 7 hops, which include limitless takeoff, posterizer, set shooter, intimidator, pogo stick, post lockdown, or rim protector. He is an incredible interior defender and a really good perimeter defender as well. Great dunker, solid athleticism, and a great shooter as well. Already comes with limitless and sniper as well as catch and shoot on gold, so you don't need to add any shooting badges to him. Only badges he's missing are badges like quick first step, bailout, and a couple perimeter defensive badges if you wanted to add those to him. But even without him, I mean, I would get bailout and hopefully quick first step on him, but overall his release is super fast, really easy to green. So he's an elite pick and pop guy and an elite interior big with really good athleticism and defense on the perimeter as well. Like, just overall, one of the best budget cards in the game still is this Serge Ibaka card, and he will cost you about 7,000 MT. So as y'all can see, this is the type of team that I think you could take into Unlimited and have a lot of success with. Do I think you can take this team to a competitive tournament and win series and things like that? Probably not, but for 100,000 MT, it is going to give you a great budget squad that is a really good starting point for your team. And not only that, there's still so many good free cards that you can get in the game and add to your lineup right now. So many good options, whether that's a Galaxy Opal Danny Granger from Unlimited, or Pascal Siakam, Reggie Lewis from Clutch Time, spotlight cards like Jason Tatum, DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, Jaren Jackson Jr., DeAndre Ayton. The list goes on and on and on for all these free cards that are super affordable, as well as guys who are just outside the price range for a team like this, but are still elite budget options. It is not hard to be a no money spent player right now in my team, and this is the type of team that you can build with a super minimal budget. So yeah, hopefully this video does help you out. One thing I will say, this team's going to cost you about 97,500 MT, so just under that 100K threshold, just in case you're wondering how much this team is going to run you. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.